this week has been a lot of random to-do tasks, and one of those includes digitizing a lot of documents. When I left Austin, I kind of was like at the end really scrambling and grabbed a lot of papers. Not all of them are worth keeping, but I didn't want to store them in a storage unit, and I was like, well, I'll get to them eventually, and now is that eventually because I don't want to be carrying around a lot of just random papers as I'm driving from place to place. So one paper that I found was actually pretty, I guess, amusing, but also kind of cool because I totally forgot about it. But I have this sheet of paper where I basically wrote down that I wanted a full-time remote job, why I wanted it, and the things that I would do to get there. And it's dated April 12th of 2020. So this was right after the company that I worked for at the time had gone full-time remote, like everyone works from home. And I was probably getting really restless and also just having one of those moments where you kind of wonder, like, what do you actually want out of life? And so this was, I think my result or my outcome from that was basically deciding I want a job that lets me travel and also allows me to save money to invest. And I wanted that because I just wanted to travel and experience more, go on adventures, eat lots of food, see different architectures and landscapes, and experience different cultures. And then I also thought this would free me up to see family and friends more and just have a little more freedom, like the ability to kind of work from wherever and somewhat set your own hours is very freeing. And then the investment piece of that is eventually like a longer term goal of having financial freedom. So not having to work at least like a full-time job to make enough money to live. And that was so that I could then really focus my time on more of the things that I like doing, which is like learning new things or even writing code or playing music. And obviously you don't have to have like a full-time remote job to do those things or be financially free to do those things, but it was good to just realize like it just seems like I want more time overall. So I also wrote down the things that I wanted to do. One was get a full-time remote job in software, and since I wrote this in April, it took me about 3 months to start that job. So from writing this down, and I probably knew ahead of time that I was thinking about interviewing, but from actually writing this down on paper to starting the full-time remote job was 3 months. Yeah, so this is also kind of inspiring to me now because I forgot about it and I'm reminded that I was like really driven to just pick something to do and then go do it. I think that I'd like to revisit that and maybe come up with a new what and a new why. And I'd be really interested to hear if any of you have ever done that or would be interested in trying. But I think I'm going to give it another go, and I hope you all are having a good week.